Test, 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 test. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test, 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 test. Any audio? Mic 2, test, 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 test. Testing, testing, mic 2. Good morning. Welcome to the Calgary 2026 Junior Worlds Free Ski Big Air Finals here in foggy Alberta this morning. I would say sunny like the last couple days, but we had some fog and some ice rolling. It's about -8. The snow's still kind of soft though. Gathered that from my walk up, so I could be incorrect as to the course conditions. Doesn't look like it is too windy though, so we should see these athletes be able to throw some tricks down. Kind of flat light, but they've got some fresh paint on that landing. We've got 10 female athletes and 21 male athletes for you today. I believe it will probably go female run 1, male run 1, and repeat till each athlete gets 3 runs. So yeah. Maybe grab some popcorn, maybe some tea. What kind of tea do you have this morning, Aiden?
I have a chai latte. I feel like that's kind of a classic for me.
It is a classic. I could be down with a chai latte.
Especially on a foggy day, I would recommend.
There you go. Straight from the source. Get your chai lattes and tune in for the show.
Annalise Perry coming in with a big cork 7, reaching down for the blunt grab, and unfortunately landing backseat and losing both of her skis. She looks like maybe she needs a breather, but she's all good. She's ready for run 2.
Our Canadian starting us off on her home hill. I guess it's not a mountain, but
Speed bump.
she's
possibly.
she's got 2 more runs, so.
We will be dropping these athletes in reverse order from what they qualified with. So the person who qualified in last place will drop first, and the person who qualified in first place will drop last.
We've got Dehero Gazet from France as our next athlete here.
She's coming in forward to this jump, doing a big Misty 7, reaching down, grabbing safety, skiing away very nicely. Well done. Maya Broadbent from Australia is up next. This is a mandatory 2-direction final, which means out of the 3 jumps they have, 2 of their jumps will score, but it has to be 2 different directions. Maya Broadbent choosing to hit this jump switch. She's going to go switch bio 9, grabbing mute very nicely. Emily Lewis from France is our next athlete. Emily's dropping in forward. She's going to do a big cork 7 with a blunt grab for us.
The Norwegian is up next, Ingvild Almas Hagland.
Definitely a challenge with the visibility today.
We might see some of these athletes struggling to get their spots, especially on those double cork rotations. Shouldn't be a problem for Ingvild, though. She's dropping in. Giving us a big bio 9, and unfortunately just toppling over in that landing. Maybe not going big enough, but it looks like she is up, and she is all good.
Looking back up at the jump, maybe a little bit confused on where the landing was as the vision's so poor, but she's definitely got it in her second run. The French skier Poppy McGree up next. I like that name. Poppy's coming in hot forward to this jump. Going dub 10 and just slightly under rotating, but looked like a pretty penalty-free crash there. Just looking to put it down on her next run. Super exciting seeing so many of these girls doing double corks.
Maybe looking like there's a bit of speed issues. The snow might be pretty slow out there today.
We've got Lainey Steen from the U.S. dropping in. Lainey qualified in the 3rd place position, so she definitely has the skills to be on that podium today.
She also got first in the slopestyle competition. She's popping over this first jump, coming in forward, going cork 9 with that mute grab, super clean, super well grabbed. That's going to be a good score for Lainey.
I believe this is Lainey's 5th day of competition since she's also competing in the half pipe event. One of few athletes doing that. And this is another one of those few athletes, Indra Brown from Australia.
Laney hopping into that first place position with a 74.25. Indra's coming in, switch to this jump. Giving us a big switch bio 10 with that safety grab, touching down her hands on the landing, so she might be looking to a second jump attempt at that trick.
We've got Yula Young from Korea. She qualified in the first place position. Excited to see what she can show us today. Eula's coming in forward to this jump. And do a big cork 7 for us with a mute grab. Eula put down a sick dub 10 in qualifying, so maybe she's looking to warm up into that trick later in this final.
We're going to hop up to the men's start list now. Starting it off with Ryder Mackenzie White from Canada, coming out of BC.
Us in the C-Can are a little bit biased, also Canadians cheering extra loud. Ryder's coming in forward. Gonna show us that double cork 12 mute grab that he showed us in qualifiers.
Super clean landing, super well grabbed. Might have gotten the guitar grab in there, which is when you put both hands in that mute position on your ski. Maybe looking like you're playing a guitar there.
Australia's Hugo Broadbent will be our second athlete to drop in the men's category today.
Hugo is coming in switch to this jump. Going switch, double cork, 12. Getting a Japan grab in there.
The Italian Max von Offenschneider is up next. opting to hit this jump switch. We're going to see a switch double cork 14, and unfortunately going a little bit large and not quite able to put the landing gear down, losing a shoe. Definitely looking hopeful for his second attempt, though. Ski Patrol making sure he's okay, but he looks all good.
We've got Sweden's Melvin Selleberg next.
I'm gonna go and go grab a strap.
He's coming in forward. Gonna do a double cork 16 for us. Switzerland's Maxence Petzold dropping in next.
Coming in switch here. Maybe looking for the double bio on that one. Looks like he is potentially knocked out there. Taking a heavy slam.
We've got some good ski patrol here, making sure he's all good. Maybe looking for a double and just having to pull out with the flat light.
Ski Patrol working hard and working fast, getting Maxence off the course. Unfortunately, needing to be sledded down, so hopefully he will be okay.
Definitely in good hands with the Ski Patrol, and hopefully he is all good. Switzerland's Lou Annan will be our next athlete. Lou is coming in forward to this jump. Doing a 18.
Unfortunately, just going down on that one, maybe overcooking it a little too much on the takeoff, but he's up and he's all good.
On this jump, we're not seeing a lot of 18, so to over-rotate it is pretty crazy.
We've got Norway's Jonas Larsen about to drop in for his first run. Gonna hit this jump forward and do a big 16. Unfortunately, just getting caught up in that landing and over-rotating, washing out a little bit.
This is where we see the flat light affecting the athletes when they're not able to quite figure out where to put the landing gear down. Benjamin Lenger from Austria is dropping in. Benjamin is coming in forward. Doing a big double cork 16 with a safety grab. Definitely a solid jump to put down. Benjamin leading the score so far with an 84.5.
This is Forrest Woodard from the United States of America coming in with the Dub Misty 1440, or that double bio rotation, getting a safety grab in there. Super well landed, super clean.
Sandro Chech Barbeau from France is our next athlete to drop in. Sandro's coming in forward, showing us a big double cork 16 with a mute grab, just not quite finding his full rotation, and unfortunately looks like he's going to be down for a second. Hopefully he's all good. Ski Patrol's going to help him out.
Maybe looking like he also got knocked out there, so hopefully he is all good and is able to get up on his own after that heavy slam. Looks like he is up and he is walking off the course. Super awesome to see him up and hopefully okay after that heavy slam.
Always nice to see the athletes walk away from some of those heavier hits.
We've got Naila Turva-Aho from Finland as our next athlete coming over this jump. Looks like he's going to hit it forward. Going for the double bio 14 with the Japan grab.
Sweden's Oliver Blomberg up next. I've seen so many flags down at the bottom of the lodge over this past week for Sweden, so he's definitely got a crowd here cheering him on today. Oliver is coming in forward to this jump. Going double cork 16 with a tweaked out Japan grab. Going large also, definitely something that the judges like to see.
We've got Canada's Matthew Lepine as our next athlete. We've got guest announcer Jacob Durepos coming in.
Guys, this is ML's World here. Let's see what he can do for us. I live with this guy, and this morning I've never seen someone more dialed. So here we go. Going in forward, we are expecting a left trick here. Let's see what he has for us. Going left 14 tail, perfectly landed. That's going to be a good score for the boy.
Frank Wallstrom from Norway is our next athlete.
He's got that #1 bib, looking for that #1 spot in today's final. He's got some big tricks. He's a pretty well-known name. Coming in forward. Into the nose butter dub 18, lead Japan. Super technical trick, super well landed. Went super big on that. Very impressive. Definitely looking to be our top score of the day, I think. And he does hop into that first place with a 94.75, a big score for a big trick. Austria's Andre Walkner.
The Austrian is ready to drop in. He's opting to hit this jump forward, cooking. He's gonna do a double cork 16 with a safety grab. Using the whole landing, it's what we love to see.
Another Canadian from British Columbia. We've got Jude Oliver in the house, ready to throw down something big.
We've got Andre Walkner closing the gap in between second and first with an 87.
A little fun fact about Jude, he is super good at geometry dash. Coming in forward, going double cork, 16 mute, absolutely stomped. So nice.
Super awesome job getting that mute grab as well, locked in and held it all the way until that landing. Landing with his feet together, super stylish, so the judges are definitely going to like that one.
Alexander Swedenborg from the United States is our next athlete. Also competing in all of the events in this competition.
Swede did put down a great run in half-pipe qualifications yesterday and qualified himself into the finals for tomorrow. So we will see him in finals. And we will see what he has for us today. Jude Oliver's scores in is 85.25, so now it will be Alexander Swedenborg. He is coming in switch left to the big air jump. And it is a switch double bio 1620, grabbing safety, putting it down, stomping it super clean.
Putting his hand up in the air after that one, seems super stoked about it. Super impressive from him, making finals in both half pipe and big air. Might have also been in the slopestyle finals. I don't remember. I've seen a lot of corks in the past few days, but nonetheless, super impressive. And I think we'll probably be seeing him in the Rail Jam event later this week as well.
Canada's Cody Oldham dropping in next.
This guy is the brother of Megan and Bruce and the son of Jacob Durapo. I've never seen a harder worker out of any skier I've ever met. This guy is so locked in. Really has a good chance of getting on that podium today. Coming in forward, going left, dub 16, going huge, just losing on the landing. But, you know, you got 3 runs for a reason, so all good.
I don't know if Cody had any more landing there left to thug out, so good job on him for using it to its full capabilities.
Yeah, I think next stop would have been the WinSport parking lot, potentially. It's a nice new parking lot, so could be a cool place to land, but...
We've got New Zealand's Lucas Ball as our next athlete. He qualified in the 3rd place position. Coming in switch, Lucas is going to show us A switch tail butter double cork 16.
Getting a little safety grab in there, I believe, too. He also made his pipe debut in there last night or yesterday. So super impressive athlete. And a very impressive trick on this jump. Could be a challenge for this podium.
Super cool to watch these athletes get creative as they adjust to how big the jump is.
And he does get onto that podium. Lucas sitting in the second place position with an 89.25 for that jump. We've got from Switzerland, Iazon Philippos Zakropoulos coming in. Going nose butter, double cork 16. That safety grab. He's looking super pumped and stoked to put it down. And it was a well executed trick.
Cool to see two of very similar tricks. And how they'll score comparatively. Walker Woodring from the United States of America is our last athlete for the first run in this male's final.
We're definitely going to see some impressive tricks from him, and Yazon's score coming in with an 89.75, so just half a point higher than Lucas's score there, moving him into the second position. We've got United States of America's Walker Woodring. Looks like he's going to come in forward here, give us something big. With the nose butter 16 safety. We're seeing quite a couple of those getting repped out on this jump right here, so that will also be a nice big score for how well executed it was.
Definitely making those judges work with those well executed tricks. Very similar tricks as well. Need a minute to decipher which one is best.
Walker moving into that second place, the 90.25 for that one, leaving Frank still in that first place position with a 94.25. We're going to hop back over to the women's start list. See Annalise Perry come in for her second run. She crashed in her first run going for that cork 9, so hopefully she can put down the landing gear where she needs to land this one nicely this time around. We're all cheering for her. We're fan favorites. She's our fan favorite? There we go.
Yes. Let's go, Annalise. I'm so stoked to see her skiing so well. Coming in forward. She's going to try to replicate this cork save again. Getting blunt and landing. Well done, Annalise. That means that she will for sure show us what she's got on her third run.
Annalise getting a 53 for that, so definitely improving her score, but she's going to need to put down something big on her third run in that second direction to continue to bump that score up. We've got Frances de Gazette Hero currently in that 4th place position, coming in switch to this jump, giving us a big switch by 09, and unfortunately just not having enough speed to fully make it to the landing. Looks like she is up, and she is all good though.
Props to her for standing up. I know that knuckle probably didn't feel great, maybe knocked the wind out of her, but she's ready to go.
Australia's Maya Broadbent is up next, currently in the 3rd place position.
She's coming in forward. Gonna do a double cork 1080. Going big, but just sitting down. Unfortunately, I'm excited to see if she can put that down on her 3rd run.
You're going to see her move into that 1st place position for now, but it is going to be a combined score for this podium. So as we work through this 2nd run order, you will see that proper order come through.
Emily Lewis dropping in from France, doing a cork 9 with a blunt grab, skiing away from it very nicely. Big Air Finals is definitely an interesting one to watch because on the 2nd run, the scores will move around a lot depending on if the athletes opt to try their 2nd direction or try to improve on their 1st run.
We got Norway's Ingvild Almas Hagland coming in for her 2nd run. She crashed on her 1st run, so maybe looking to improve that score, but I think she's going to go her other direction and go switch on this jump, giving us a big switch 7, bouncing off that knuckle, but keeping it together, getting a little safety grab in there. So on her 3rd run, she will have to go back to that 1st direction and improve that score if she wants to attempt the podium.
The French skier Poppy McGree, our next female athlete. Poppy crashed on her 1st run, so she's looking to put down 2 runs in a row right now to get up there in the scores.
If you watched qualifiers, you might notice that Canada's Hunter Bell Hall is not on the start list. We're hoping that she is all good though. Poppy giving us a big double cork, going for that 1080 again, and unfortunately just not having enough speed to properly make it to that landing. Looks like she's up and okay though, maybe a little bit winded, but she's skiing away, and unfortunately that means that Poppy will not be able to make it onto this podium, as she will not have 2 high scores in different directions. She still got the rail event though.
Still a win for the females. Seeing some double corks being attempted in this competition is super sick to see, and always progressing the sport farther. We have Lainey Steen from the United States dropping in, competing in every event so far this competition, and placing 1st in slopestyle.
And qualified for halfpipe finals. And qualified for big air finals.
She's
and
skiing
she's got
very
a rail
well.
event.
Wow.
Such a marathon for the young athlete, but she's putting it down.
She's coming in switch. Gonna do a switch 9 for us, grabbing mute. That's her second direction, so gonna bump her up there, having 2 landed runs so far. The Australian Indra Brown is our next athlete to drop. Indra's trained here before in Calgary, called Alberta home for a little bit, but she's always on the go, actually just coming from the Olympics, competing in half pipe.
Saving all her big air and slope style skills for us, putting on her own show here.
Thanks, Indra. Coming in switch. She's gonna go switch bio 10. Oh, and maybe catching an edge, but holding it together.
Unfortunately, it does not look like Indra is going to improve with that trick. Some super tough conditions out here. Speed looks a little bit slow for these female athletes. We've got Yula Young from Korea.
She qualified in first place and with a dub 10, doing a cork 7 on her first run. Coming in forward, she's going to go cork 7 again.
You can see lots of the female athletes hitting that knuckle, so definitely some speed issues for these girls here today. Maybe just not having as much mass as some of the bigger males and not able to get over that knuckle.
Gonna be asking those coaches for a little bit of a slingshot in, hopefully, to make this jump.
Maybe we might see some duct tape on the pants, maybe a little brush of the skis before they drop in. Right now, we're gonna hop up to the males start list.
Might also be some of the snow conditions.
We've currently got Frank in that first place position, but we're gonna have Ryder from Canada starting us off for the men's run 2 of this final.
Landing his first run and scoring a 72, Ryder's definitely looking to maybe attempt a different direction.
He's coming in forward. Gonna do a big double cork 1080 with that safety grab. So doing forward direction doubles 2 ways, left and right.
We've got Hugo Broadbent from Australia. Hugo currently in 8th with a 75.75.
Ryder moving into first place. Let's go, Canadians.
Hugo's coming in forward. Going to do a double cork 14 with a mute grab. Thanks, Scott. Maybe scrubbing out on that landing, slightly over rotating, but he still has a third run.
Italy's Max von Offenschneider is our next athlete. Looks like he maybe took a little tumble on his first run and lost his shoe, so he's coming in switch here. Going switch double cork 900. Maybe stepping it down a bit. Opting to take down the difficulty of that trick to make sure that he gets one landed. Sweden's Melvin Selleberg coming in next. In the 15th place position currently. Coming in forward here. Going nose butter 16, holding it this time. Getting that blunt grab. Maybe having to hold it a little bit on the landing, but still a pretty clean jump.
Lou Annan is our next athlete from Switzerland.
Took a pretty heavy slam, if I remember, on that first run. So hopefully we will see him drop in here if he's okay to do so.
Coming in forward, we're going to see a double cork attempt on an 18, just under rotating, losing both his skis, but good to see him standing up and walking away.
Unfortunately, just crashing on both of those double 18 attempts in the same direction. Will not have an opportunity to make the podium here, but we will see him in the rail event, I think. Norway's Jonas Larsen coming in next. Had a little bobble on his first run.
Going switch double cork 14, 16.
opting to go for his second direction or his B direction to put a trick down. Austria's Benjamin Legner, or Lenger, I believe, coming in switch. Going switch double cork 16 with that safety grab.
Forrest Woodward from the United States of America will be our next athlete to drop. Scoring a 56 on his first run, so maybe looking to improve his first direction. Setting up switch, he's going to show us a switch double cork 9.
Maybe looking like he wanted a little bit more from that one based on the takeoff. Gave us a pretty nice 5 on the first jump, though. Little bonus trick. We've got Finland's Niila Terva-Aho. Currently in 17th place. Had that double Misty or double bio access on his first trick. So maybe looking to go a different direction, opting to go switch this time. To go switch double cork 1080 with that safety grab.
Sweden's Oliver Blomberg is ready to show us what he's got on his second attempt. Getting a 51 on his first run. Coming in forward. Going for that double cork 16 again. getting Japan, tweaking it out, going big. Looking to improve his first run score.
Next athlete in the gate, we got Matthew Lepine from Canada, Calgary Freeriders local. We also have a guest announcer. And Matt's going to be coming in here shortly. He got a 59 on his first run. Definitely looking to improve that score. We're going to see what he can put down. Just waiting on Oliver's score here. They're taking their time with this one. All right, we got Matt Lepine coming up next. He should be coming over this first jump any minute. Matt coming in switch to this feature here. He's going to be lining up something big. Going for the switch. Dub Misty 1080 with the Japan grab. Stomping that one. Really clean landing there. Clean with the Japan grab. Judges like to see that tweak, and that should be a good score.
We have a biased group of people here in the C-Can cheering him on extra loud. Glad to see Matt stomp that trick.
Super technical as well. Usually that trick would want to go to 12, but he's swiveling his hips around to keep it at 10, also called a pullback.
Your current leader of top jump score, Frank Wallstrom from Norway, will be our next athlete to drop.
Matt getting a super good score for that one, coming with an 86.75 to put him into second place right now. We've got our top single jump score athlete, Frank Wallstrom from Norway, about to drop though, so could definitely shake up that podium. Looks like he's coming in switch here. Going switch tail butter, 18 with that Japan grab. Super technical, so his first jump was a nose butter 18 forward. Now he's taken the same tricks but going switch into the jump. So super technical, a lot of difficulty, a lot of variety, definitely a lot of progression from this athlete, so the judges I think are really going to like that one.
Austria's Andre Walkner is our next athlete to drop with a current score of 87.
Frank getting a 90 for that score, so popping him up into the first place position. He's going to be a hard athlete to take out of that position.
Andre coming in switch to this jump. Going switch double cork, but unfortunately just washing out, putting his hand up like he's all good. Good to see him ski away. Glad to see him.
So next rider in the gate's going to be Jude Oliver, another Canadian. A lot of Canadian fans out here, as you would expect. And he had a great first run, sitting in, well, 12th, but he had an 85 on his first run. So very solid score. He's going to be looking to get a second direction down here. And Jude already off that jump doing a switch 18 safety. We had a bit of technical difficulties on the camera, but I'm not positive that was switch, but I'm as close to positive as I could be because he did forward on his first jump. And maybe a little scrubbed on the landing, but overall not bad. So we'll just be waiting for that score.
Just waiting on Jude's score here before Alexander Swedenborg, aka Swede, drops for his second run. Judges taking their time with this one, making sure they put it in the right rank. Getting a 64 for that one, so the judges maybe just not loving the way that he landed. He'll be looking to improve that on his third run, sorry. Alexander Swedenborg coming in switch to this jump. Going for the switch double bio 16, squatting out the landing. Maybe looking a little bit frustrated with that one. Opting to try and get a higher score than his first run. Unfortunately, he will not improve that, so he'll be looking to do his second direction on his third run. Canada's Cody Oldham is next.
Yeah, we got Cody in the gate. This rider goes probably the biggest out of anybody in this field. He's going to absolutely chuck on this second jump here. He's coming in forward, going for the double cork 16 mute grab. Oh my, stomping that landing. Love to see that from Cody. He'll be stoked on that one. Yeah, I mean, go check out his Instagram, road to 100K. Shout out to the whole Oldham family. And yeah, the judges will be stoked on that.
That was one of the most perfect double cork 16s with a mute I think I've ever seen. Perfect landing, so the judges have got to be hyped on that one.
Oh my epic.
And it is a big score, coming in with an 87 for that one. So not bumping him up into the top because he still has to do that second direction, but definitely a good score to hop off from. We've got New Zealand's Lucas Ball, got an 89.25 for his switch tail butter 16, I believe, on his first run. Coming in with that nose butter 16 for his second run. Getting a safety grab in there, super stylish, landing with his feet together like he always does. Super clean from Lucas. Definitely in position to take a jab at this podium and try and break those top three. And he does, hopping into second place with a 91.5 for that one. So another top athlete that's going to be hard to knock off that podium. We've got Yazon Flipos Zakropoulos from Switzerland. Also got an 89.75. For his Nosebud Dub 16 on his first run, coming in switch, maybe looking to also mirror that. Going switch double cork 1260 with the safety grab. Maybe looking for something a little bit higher rotation off the takeoff, but a well-landed trick, so maybe looking to do something on his third run.
Walker Woodring from the United States is also another one to watch with a current score of 90.25.
Yazon moving into that third place position, getting a 65.25 on that jump, so definitely looking to improve that second run trick in his third run. United States of America's Walker Woodring dropping in for his second run. Got a 90.25 on his first run. Coming in, switch here. Going switch double cork 1440 with that safety grab. Going a little bit small on that one, but hopefully will still be a good enough trick. Judges just taking their time with Walker's score here. Walker getting an 81 for that, moving into, I believe, the third place position there. We're gonna hop back up to, I guess, the bottom of the women's qualifying order here. For their third run, gonna have Canada's Annalise Perry looking to put down her second direction and hopefully get up into those higher ranks. Currently got Emily Lewis in our first place position there for the women. Annalise is going to need an 82.50 on this third run to pop her up into that first place position.
We're going to see this score order jump around a lot on the third run, as some athletes are attempting their second direction for the first time and others are upping whatever score needs it the most.
Looks like we might be getting some course maintenance in here. Maybe a quick rake of this takeoff in between this second and third run. So if you need a refill on your chai tea that we mentioned earlier or some new snacks, this could be the time.
All those nose butters and tail butters just needing to be maintained on the lip.
Need some toast for all that butter.
What did I eat? The celebration cookies? Well, Corey led me straight to them. Corey led me straight to them. It's his fault. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh yeah, all good, all good.
I'm like using it to my advantage. Hi.
Yeah, get a little break. Like, you guys are working hard out there. It's the whole day. Well, the shots are looking good. I'm watching the broadcast.
Thank you.
Are we having fun?
So much fun. Are you?
I do this for a living. So, I'm used to being out with gentlemen.
Yeah. Yesterday was worse. Today's not bad.
Okay.
Sorry, I was talking. Someone said our shots were good, so.
You obviously did well enough. Did well enough the other day, so they released you on your own.
Yeah.
Good work.
They said it's I can go by myself. I was doing it by myself a bit yesterday.
How are you?
Well, last week I was on the scaffolding up there by myself, and it was freezing.
Oh, yeah.
And then now I'm here alone. Just bugging them on the
No
headset.
friends, no mates.
No friends, no mates.
Oh well.
That's okay.
That's fine. You can come and chat with us. We feel really happy.
Thank you. Sorry, did you say something? Sorry, I had people talking to me. I couldn't tell. I just want someone to talk to me.
What is?
Annalise coming in switch for her last and final run, doing a switch cork 7 mute grab and just unfortunately washing out, but I'm stoked to see her skiing so well. Well done, Annalise.
Super frustrating for the young Canadian, but she has a very bright future in this ski career ahead of her, and she still has a rail jam event where she can show us her stuff. she is a pretty strong rail skier, so we'll see the best from her there on Friday, I believe. Frances de Gazette Hero coming in as our next athlete. Coming in, switch to this jump here. Giving us a big switch bio 9, getting that safety grab, touching down a little bit, but a pretty clean trick nonetheless.
Maya Broadbent from Australia is our next female to drop, currently in 4th place position, looking to improve on her second direction. She went for that double cork last run, hoping to see it again. Coming in forward. Opting to play it safe with a cork 7, but executing it very nicely with a tail grab.
Absolutely capped that blunt. We've got our currently 1st place athlete, Emily Lewis, also from France.
Maya moving into that 2nd place position.
Emily Lewis coming in forward to this jump. Giving us a big cork 9 with that tail grab or blunt grab, super capped, super well executed. Emily already in that 1st place position, but looking to increase the gap between her and 2nd place a little bit, and she will definitely improve her score with that trick. Also, I'm a little bit biased because it's my favorite trick, and it was a very well done cork 9 blunt, so.
Ingrid Almas Hagland from Norway will be our next athlete to drop. Coming in forward. She's going to do a Misty 9, reaching down for safety. Going big, keeping her hands up away from that landing.
Frances Poppy McGree is our next athlete, unfortunately crashing on her first 2 runs. So we'll see if she opts to just take it chill this run or still put down a 2nd direction.
Sometimes these are the most fun jumps to watch as the skier's just truly doing it for the love of the sport.
And it looks like Poppy is not going to be taking her third run and saving herself for that rail event. We were looking forward to seeing a steezy little 360 or something out of her, but we've got United States of America's Lainey Steen about to drop in here. Currently sitting in third place. She's also your slopestyle junior world championship. Sorry, junior world champion. Won the championship.
Coming in switch. She's going to do a switch 9 with a very well grabbed mute grab. I think that will definitely improve her last switch score of a 47.
Could pop her up into that first place position as well, as she only needs a 69 to get into that first place position, and that was definitely a very well executed switch 900.
Lainey is definitely one to keep your eye out for over the next couple of years, as she is throwing it down in every event.
And she does move into that first place position, getting an 80.25 for that jump.
Indra Brown from Australia, our next athlete with a highest score of 40, looking to do a second direction. Coming in forward. She's going to do a cork 7 with a blunt grab.
Looks like Indra is still having a little bit of speed issues on this jump, but she cleared the knuckle and it was still a pretty clean jump. Just waiting on Indra's score here before we've got Yula Young from Korea, who's got a current score of 94.75. So could definitely challenge this podium for first place here. Indra getting a 60 for that jump, keeping her in 5th place. We'll see her in the halfpipe final tomorrow, where she can definitely get onto that podium. Korea's Yula Young is our last female athlete to drop here in this final, coming in forward with a decent amount of speed, looking to put it down and challenge this first place position, going for the double cork 1080, and unfortunately just washing out. Looked like she went for that mute grab and went a little bit bigger than she wanted to, but super impressive, super good to see her up. And that means that Lainey Steen from the United States of America is your junior world champion for female free ski big air. Also took down the slopestyle title, so very impressive from the young American. Emily Lewis in second and Maya Broadbent in third.
Also super sick to see Eula and Poppy attempting those double corks, progressing the female sport. Super sick to see, and want to give a props to both of those athletes, even if it didn't quite go their way this morning.
Hopping over to the male side, we've got Canada's Ryder Mackenzie White dropping in for his third run.
This guy just won the Canadian Open slopestyle event in Wentworth. Coming in left, going with the left 16 safety. That might have been an NBD for him. Congrats to him, man. Great jump.
Definitely looking to improve that second direction. Maybe did not hold the grab super long, but a very clean landing. Definitely going to improve his score.
Hugo Broadbent from Australia is our next male athlete to drop in. Hugo looking to improve his left direction forward. With a solid switch left score.
Ryder getting a 74.25 for that, moving him up into 8th place.
Coming in forward, we're going to see a double cork 14. Believe he snuck in a mute grab there.
Italy's Max von Offenschneider is next. Max is on course here. Coming in forward. Giving us a big 14. With that safety grab.
Sweden's Melvin Selleberg up next. With a current score of 49. He's going to show us a different direction.
Coming in, giving us a big steezy 540 on that first jump. Coming in switch. Going for the switch tail butter. 14. Getting a mute grab in there as well.
Lou Annan from Switzerland up next. Unfortunately, with a double crash score so far. Hopefully, we're going to see him do something that he loves to do. Lou Annan doing a big backflip for us on that jump. Claiming it, having fun, love to see it.
Norway's Jonas Larsen is our next athlete. Coming in forward here to the jump. Giving us a big 16 with that Japan grab, over-rotating a little bit, but still a pretty clean jump from Jonas. I think it'll improve from his first run score of 32.5.
Benjamin Legner from Austria with a currently ranked 8th, 6th. Looking to improve on his switch right direction. Looking to improve on his switch left direction, pardon.
Benjamin coming in switch here. Going switch tail butter 16. Unfortunately, just not having enough speed to make it all the way around there on that jump.
Forrest Woodward coming in forward. He's going to go double bio 14 for us.
We've got Finland's Niila Turva-Aho. Got a current score of 85, so looking to put down. Could go either direction. He's got a 40 and a 45 score, so we will see what he puts down for us. Coming in forward. Giving us the double Misty 14. Squatting it out. Maybe just not making it around super clean.
Sweden's Oliver Blumberg up next. He's going to show us a new direction. Coming in switch. Going switch 18. Going very big.
Yeah, so good run there from Oliver. But next up, we're going to have Canadian Matthew Lepine. He's going to be looking to put down a second score, probably going for that forward left direction.
One thing I know about this guy is like he is so clutch. Whenever I play him in game of ski, I always just get dusted because he just always gets me back.
He's got the clutch gene for sure. And we're just waiting on Oliver's score here.
Please don't.
I know Matt's up there thinking Blunt would be gangster and that it is the finals. Can't go safety first here. Gotta be Blunt. All right, Matt Lapine gonna be our next athlete as Oliver comes in with a 38. Maybe the judges not loving that landing, I suppose. So that's gonna be it for him today. But Matt getting ready in the gate. He should be coming over this first jump any second. Coming in forward here.
Here we go.
Carrying lots of speed. Going left of 14, going for that blunt grab.
Looks like he missed a blunt grab.
Yeah, I've got to say.
We don't think it's going to be an improvement on his first score, but he still got the rail jam, and honestly, that's where he does best, so let's see him there.
Yeah, the rule is blunt does have to be blunt, so unfortunately, Matt not going to improve on that one.
We're still all cheering for him here. We'd love to see it. He's on home snow. We've got our top qualified athlete, Frank Wallstrom from Norway, about to drop in. He's in first place by about almost 5 points. Coming in switch here. Going switch tail butter. 16 with that Japan grab. Looking a little bit frustrated maybe and wanting a little bit more. So I don't think that is going to improve as he does have the two-weight 18s.
It was much more tail butter than the first one, but the axis is so flat though. I don't know if the judges will give it to him. It's all good though. He's in first. He doesn't really need it.
Austria's Andre Walkner next.
Take back what I said. They gave him 0.50 more points. So good for Frank.
Got Andre dropping in here. Currently in 14th place. Coming in switch here. Going switch 14. Getting a safety grab in there. Going a little bit small, but Canada's Jude Oliver's up next.
Yeah, Andre still has a chance to bump up onto that podium with his first run score of an 87. We'll see what the judges do with this third run. But yeah, we got Jude Oliver up next, a.k.a. Judy.
Judy.
Yep. And He's going to be looking to improve on his switch direction. We'll see if he can put one down. He's another one of these athletes that has potential to bump up onto that podium. Currently in 6th place right now.
On his second run, he went switch and kind of had a little bob on the landing. Pretty rinsed by the judges, but he's see if he can up it and just have a perfect landing like he usually does.
Yeah, Jude, known for his great landings.
Prodigy out of Canada.
G-pad, summer school prodigy. And Andre coming in with a 53, so he's unfortunately not going to bump up onto that podium, but still a great showing from him. Love to see that dub 14, getting the style in there. And Jude coming into this jump switch here, carrying lots of speed. No speed checks into this one. Going for the switch left, 1800, stomping that one, going humongous. That'll be a great score. I see his parents down there high-fiving. Love to see that. And yeah, we're stoked for Judy in here. Great kid, great jump there.
Michael Jordan.
System's telling us he needs a 100 for first place. Not sure if he's going to get that with that jump, but definitely still a super high score incoming for a super well executed switch 18. Another Canadian, Cody Oldham next. Jude getting an 88.25, hopping into the 3rd place position there. Super awesome to see.
Yeah, so we had Alexander Swedenborg, unfortunately DNS after his 2nd run. So we're going to have Cody Oldham up next, another one of the Canadian athletes. One of the, gutsiest, you could say, skiers I know. He goes for it every single lap, every day, and he's coming in forward with tons of speed. Going for the right side, double cork, 14 with the lead tail grab, squatting out that landing. He maybe a little butt touch there, but still mad respect for going that big on that trick. Yeah, great showing from Cody today. He really went for it. Don't think that'll be enough to get onto the podium.
Could also make a challenge for this podium here. Current score of 87, just waiting for that to come in. Hopping into the 14th place position with a 36.75. So just not a clean enough landing, not enough control for these judges. New Zealand's Lucas Ball is next, though, currently in that 2nd place position with a score of 180.75. That's combined. Coming in switch here. Gonna go switch tail butter. 18. Absolutely stomped with the safety grab. Super clean landing. Potentially the best switch 18 we've seen all day. He's hungry. He wants that 1st place position. He needs a 93.75 to get there, and I think he could get there with that run. Frank maybe shaking in his ski boots a little bit, waiting for the score to come in, see if he's going to be bumped out of that top spot there. Lucas staying in that 2nd place position by 0.5, getting a 3.25 for that score, so super close between that first and second place athlete. We've got Jason Flippos Zakropoulos from Switzerland coming in switch. Going switch dub 12, maybe looking for the 14 there and just not having enough oomph on the takeoff. Looking a little bit sore, but he is up. He's going to stay in that 6th place position. We've got one more athlete that could shake up this podium, and that is United States of America's Walker Woodring, currently in the 4th place position. He's ready at the top. He's hungry. He wants onto that podium. Needs a 95 to get into that 1st place position. Going to be looking to improve that switch tail butter, dub 14. He's on course, coming in switch, going switch tail butter with the 18, and unfortunately just sneaking it around. Maybe, unfortunately, scrubbing that landing a little bit, so not sure what rank that's going to put him in. It's a DNI, so that means your junior world champion for men's freeski big air is Frank Wallstrom. 2nd place, we've got New Zealand's Lucas Ball. And in 3rd place, Canada's Jude Oliver from British Columbia. We're all super stoked for him. His parents at the bottom, we can see him here, hugging it out, pumping their fists in the air. We're all super stoked for Jude, super proud of him.
Let's go, Jude.
We've got snowboard big air going down after this. Not sure if we're going to have awards right now or after. Probably after, I would assume, after snowboard, because that's what we did for slopestyle. But they've got it set up there, so TBD, I guess. Pay attention to what your coaches are saying, and they'll let you know. But thanks for tuning in, and Freeski Halfpipe Finals tomorrow.